Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's up here. My gods, talk to me. What's up with Taurus? And yeah, we're going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock. See what we got for Taurus, my gods, please. Early July, that card popped out super quick, my friends. I always like that. So we do have the Magician here. Very interesting. It does have a lot of similarities to the Magician in the tarot deck. But there's some differences to this one that we're going to have to note. There's some nuance here. It could be creation, which would be very nice. Now, before we fully get into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about our magician friend. You see him there all snazzy in that tux, doing all sorts of magic tricks. So just like the tarot card, this card could represent creation or being an energetic conduit of sorts, trying to bring things towards you, control your life, control a situation even. But to me, this is a big card of manifesting. So a lot of Taurus is what it is that you are really focused on. You could be bringing towards you like a magnet with this card. However, the difference with this one, since it is an oracle, is it could represent some sense of illusion or the unknown when this shows up, okay? So hopefully it's not somebody trying to pull one over on you. I'm not going to go that route. But the main thing with this card is expect the unexpected, right? This person might be having you look at their hand here, but they're doing something else over there. That's kind of like the sleight of hand vibe. So there might be something just outside your field of view when this card shows up. But some of you might just be really creating something big and beautiful, which is really, really nice. So we're just going to place that Magician down right there. Let's get into tarot. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading at all. It's just a little footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these. Let's get it going. In the upright, before we get intuitive, shuffle it up one time for my Taurus collective, please. My God. So while we do this, while we get the cards ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Super interesting. It was titled Explosive News Incoming. And just know that these readings could still bleed over for like a couple of weeks, and that was the big vibe I was getting. There was tons of communication. It was vibes of people hitting you up out of nowhere, or you getting some like really big news that just like pops up out of the blue. It didn't necessarily feel bad, but it just seemed like it came out of nowhere, like a bat out of hell. So we're going to see what shows up this week. If we still have this fiery conversational type of vibe or something different. Let's get you 3 cards. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, right? Lots of Tauruses out there, and we could be looking at your vibe or someone you're linked to. So let's get it going here. What do we got for Taurus, please? First 3. Thank you. All right, we're starting good. And I've been seeing a lot of aces in the earth signs this week. You're starting off with the Golden Opportunity card, the Ace of Pentacles. Love, love, love it. Love starting any reading with any ace, particularly that one. That's a good sign, regardless of what else we got coming up. We got the Knight of Pentacles, big money here, my friends, starting us off. Earthy energy, which you are super accustomed to. Let's get you one more. Then we'll really build this whole picture out for you. Here we go. Okay. Might be a little skeptical about someone or something here. Hopefully you're not blocking yourself in some sort of way as well, or trying to like refrain yourself or stop yourself. I'm not going to get too intuitive just yet, but we have the 9 of Wands on the back. And let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first look, first glance, of course, I noticed that we have double cards of Pentacles, that earthy energy that you are very comfortable with. When we see this, you might be all about the money, all about the pentacles, the cheddar, the cheese, the greenbacks, whatever you want to call it. So you could have a big focus on those things. We have a card that could represent you, but we also have this little blockage on the back end that we're going to need to really take a look at. But let's go through one by one and really start to piece this all together. Position number 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. As I say, all aces are opportunities. This one in particular is my card of golden opportunities. So when I see it, I think of possible influxes of money, things that are plopped in our lap, like a blessing or a gift from spirit. We really, really like this Ace of Pentacles whenever it shows up. So hopefully some of you are going to get a nice blast of money. We'll really need to see what the clarifier is. It could be something connected to the workspace as well, but love it. Okay, it's generally a very, very good card to start off with, especially if we're looking at this as if it's a storyboard. Now, moving to the center, we have the Knight of Pentacles, a card that could represent you. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. Could be another earth sign even. So in my simplistic style of reading, this Knight of Pentacles and the Taurus reading could tell us a way you might be feeling in the coming days and weeks, or something that could be coming towards you. Now, aside from that, Knights are about progress. They're about forward momentum. They could also be communicators. Okay, and don't mind the rain sounds. It's raining really hard out there. We're just going to have that nice little ambience back there. But this Knight of Pentacles, back to the reading, to me is generally slow and steady and meticulous. It's the slowest card, or the slowest knight in the whole entire deck. It is not in a rush. So it's like that slower movement, that slow forward movement, that slow momentum. So hopefully you're not dealing with situations that feel like stuck in a rut, or things that are just taking too long. You might be a little impatient with their progress. Could be a communicator as well, because this card can be a messenger, so we'll have to see. It's like we have this pentacle being extended. Then this knight is passing it down the line. Then there's something blocking here on the back end that we're really going to need to take a look at, okay? Because that might be an issue of some sort. But let's just keep moving. On the very back end, we have this Nine of Wands. Now, this is messing up the vibe a little bit. This is different than what we got going on here. That is for sure. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is a card of someone that has been through a lot. They don't want to go through it again. This is someone who's been through a lot of things. When I see this card, it represents blockages of various different kinds. This can represent miscommunications, not talking to somebody, ignoring somebody, blocking somebody, okay? In the positive, this could just be someone that's very protective. This could be someone that is a little skeptical, but they just want to keep the people that they love safe and the things that they value safe. But with the flow of this energy, the way we look down, and before we even want to get to intuitive, like I said, there's like a whole flow of energy happening here where we start off, it's being delivered, and then when we get to this end destination, it's like a denial of some sort, or a rejection. So we want to see how this plays out with the clarifiers, because I'm getting a beautiful mix of good things, but hopefully there isn't somebody blocking something out. We're just going to have to see. So I want to dive deeper on all the Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. We're going to get a good shuffle here and see what's going on for my friends, the guides and spirit team. Ooh, we got that beautiful rain outside, my friends. Let's keep it going. It's giving me life. So yeah, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Ace of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Ace of Pentacles time. While you enjoy this, is like a guided meditation with the rain sounds in the background. I'm liking it. Okay, I should start doing the guided meditation. Yeah, wow, beautiful. We have the Fool and the Upright underneath this Ace of Pentacles. Both cards are new beginnings, new opportunities, going on a new path. This is absolutely beautiful energy of blessings, wins, and victories. And it just feels like this is, I don't want to use the term God-given or a gift from the universe. It's like one of those, either God-given or a gift from the universe. Something just being plopped, or an opportunity where it's like, okay, you take the ball and run with it. I would claim this energy like 100%, whether you're a cross watcher or you're a Taurus, doesn't matter what you're going through. You want to claim this Ace of Pentacles and the Fool and the Upright. Now, this could represent an Aries. If you've been having issues with an Aries, that could start turning around. The Fool represents some sort of new journey, like something new coming in. It's fresh, it's good, and it has good intentions. It's also a card of action and movement. So for a lot of Tauruses, you could have various good things coming in here, whether it's a journey of your own kind, something you've been manifesting, something you've been creating, could even just be a nice little come up in regards to money. I'm loving this energy right here on the front end. I would claim it. We're going to move over to the Knight of Pentacles. I just feel like it's good. The only thing that is giving me question here is right on the back end, we got this Nine of Wands. So I don't want to build up momentum, keep moving. And then, I mean, it all depends on your situation. But let's see what's up with that Knight of Pentacles. Big energy of wins and blessings there, my friends. I really like it. Especially with what we've been seeing for you in recent weeks, the energies. But let's go in on the the Knight of Pentacles here, the card that could represent you. Maybe we'll get like a double down or a triple down of this energy. So why is that Knight of Pentacles here? The deck is being specific now. There it is. Keep it going, keep it moving. We have another ace, my friends. I mean, it's getting better and better and better. It's building up. It's moving like a snowball. There is action being moved here. A lot of you could be extremely fired up and motivated about something, whatever good things are coming in, whether they're small things, whether they're big things or massive things. I feel like a lot of you, this is very good for your motivation, your drive and determination. This Ace of Wands could absolutely also, if we're going with a large scope here, this could be someone finding you extremely attractive or you just being a little more wound up in sexual terms. We'll just leave it at that, keep it PG. The Ace of Wands to me is just that burning desire within, and when we have double aces in the first two sections, this is like, all right, keep it going, keep that action, don't stop, don't slow down. If there is something that's been moving slow, like in case of this Knight of Pentacles, this Ace of Wands puts a fire under it to speed it up. Let's get it moving. So we're getting this big action. Okay, we're getting a lot of things coming towards you. And once again, we have this magnetic energy that I've been seeing through other signs in recent weeks where it's like, okay, something gets popped into your lap. You got this energy moving towards you. So there might be someone or something coming at you quick. And I always like to use the words like, here it comes or here they come. It's giving me that vibe that a lot of Tauruses could just be attracting things magnetically. This is a beautiful energy. But we still have that Nine of Wands on the back end. It's keeping me very skeptical. We're getting this big action, this big movement and forward momentum. And I will say this, Taurus, all of this is claimable energy if you want it. A lot of good new things coming in. Once again, the energy of wins and victories from various different directions. Okay, so like one win might turn into two, might turn into 3 or 4. Like it's like a snowball picking up steam. We're going to go in on that Nine of Wands though. See what's up with that. Why is that Nine of Wands here? Thank you. Okay. We have the King of Swords in reverse. So you might be having big issues with an authority figure or an air sign. When we have this, air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The King of Swords in reverse to me is somebody who is like, to me, they are dead set on one way of thinking. Okay, this is someone that is extremely stubborn. If you're not having issues with, like I said, an authority figure or a boss of some kind, or just someone you hold in high esteem as an authority or an air sign, to me, this is someone dead set in their way of thinking. And if it's new, they're going to reject it. I'm getting that rejection vibe here still. Like when we see the King of Swords, this is someone that could be very much plan-based. They could be analytical and they see things from all angles. In reverse, this is someone that's not using their brain in that way. So this is someone who's very much set in their ways in the back end. And I mean, this could be good for some of you, depending on what it is you've been through. Like if there is a lot of new things or new people coming your way, you might just not be ready for it. But I'm getting this person who's rejecting anything new, right? This person is set in their ways. This person knows what they'll accept, knows what they won't. They're not trying to take a leap of faith. They're not trying this new thing, that new thing. They don't want to hear it. It is what it is. So there could be a big rejection of some sort as well. Not saying, I mean, it could fit into wherever it is in life for you. You just take it and go with it. But this is someone who's very much set and they're not changing their mind here. Like it's not pliable. So let's go through and do a quick little recap because it's odd that we have so much good energy here, but this rejection on the back end. In position number 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Fool in the upright. Like I said, this is like a spiritual gift or God-given, something just dropped in your lap. Like take it and run with it, get it going. So for a lot of you, there could be new cycles, new things, new ventures for you to really dive into if you take that leap of faith with the Fool card. It's nice. Moving to the center, we have wins upon wins. Like one win leads to another, leads to another. This is big action in the center. Like you might be filled with a fire or motivation that makes you keep going, like keeps that passion within you. But I don't know what this energy or who this energy is on the back end that is rejecting this or making things tougher. Because on the back end, we have the Nine of Wands with the King of Swords in reverse. For some of you, it might just be issues, like I said, with an authority figure or an air sign. But this is someone who's set in their mind. They're set in their ways. They're not trying to hear about this new thing, that new thing. it is what it is. And for some of you, if you've been through a lot of things and you're cool as you are, you might just be rejecting all sorts of things in this time. All right, the rejected stamp. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card. We have good energies to claim, though, Taurus. We have plenty of good energies to claim. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what's in the shadows for you, though, real quick. What's in the shadows for Taurus? Please and thank you. And yes, my friends, I'd like to just pull one shadow card just to see whether it's something within us or something we don't quite see. Let's see what's in the shadows here for Taurus. Please and thank you. It's just, this is a very dualistic reading this week, my friends. There we go. We have our shadow card, which is the Two of Wands, a card of planning, a card of strategy, a card of distance and travel showing up here. And all twos in tarot could represent partnerships. But to me, this is a big card of strategy. When it shows up in the shadows, maybe there's certain individuals, maybe it's even yourself, where you try to plan for every eventuality or everything that might pop up. But their Spirit always likes to deliver the message that regardless of what you plan for and how you plan for it, there's always going to be unseens and unexpecteds. The reverse side of this Two of Wands is someone that just goes through life way too spontaneously, never with a plan or a vision in place. So if that's how you've been recently, if you've been just going with the flow, Spirit might be asking you to really set a plan in place about you and your future and what you want to achieve and do when this card shows up. So yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.